Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. If you see a red box right there, that means I'm live. If you don't see a red box, that means you're catching the replay. So just comment #replay. Look what I've got in my hands. This is a very long base that holds some of our shapes and some of our, shapes, tiles, boards. So we're going to use this tonight, and we're going to put something super cute in it. But when you hop on, y'all, say hi. My name is Amy from A to Z Designs. Welcome to the live tutorial. We're going to do some crafting. All right. So, keyword tonight, y'all, is gingerbread. Ran together, all one word. All right. So let's start this off. We're going to open this up. This is called a Chockable Chips base. All right. So like I mentioned, several things will fit inside of this. So let me just open this up. These are low quantity, y'all, so you better grab them fast. And it's not like it's reusable, right? Because you can just set it on your shelf sitter and do all that you need to do with it. Now, you could paint it. You could add some ribbon. But we're not going to do that. Then we're going to get, this is called the Gingerbread Baking Co. We're going to use this. And I'm going to show y'all a little bit of Christmas in July. So let me get this going. Hi, friends. I hope y'all are well. I hope you're well. I hope you're well. Is Michelle Pryor on here? Did she do any wild turkey feeding today? So let me just slice this open like so. This has 3 pieces, y'all. It comes with, this large mamma jamma here, double-sided. Listen, okay, it's a shape. It's not wood. It comes with this little banner, and guess what, y'all? It comes with this super cute little gingerbread. And it comes with one of my favorite things to keep, which is cardboard. So I'm going to take this back a little bit and make a really loud noise while that happens. And let's get going. Hi, Vivian. How are you? Oh, there's Michelle. Michelle, you feed the turkeys? Gobble, gobble, gobble. All right, so let's go back. Gingerbread is the keyword, y'all. We're going to use this transfer. This is 12 by 18. This is considered a size C. And I've got some colors here that I think you, my friends, are going to love.
Are you sure?
Yes. All right, so I'm going to take this off. Okay, this is what I keep my transfers in. And I'm going to, right out of the gate, write the word back on here. Because, oh my gosh, look. Ooh. Didn't look at my sign. It's right over here. I didn't look at it. Watch is off. Okay, so I wrote the word back on this, all right, so that I know this is the back side of the backer sheet. Back side of the backer sheet. Something else that you're going to need for this project, y'all, is a fuzzing cloth. Okay, and these are the colors that I grabbed, so check it out. Thanks, Carrie. This is what I put in the cart. And these are all in paste packets. It's like 0.19 ounces or something. So I grabbed my jars. So we have, my friends, Harvest, Eucalyptus, Marvelous, Berry, Forest. This is that really dark green from last season. And then we have Camel. All right, so I have all of these jars out here. I'm going to start by opening them up, and I'm going to align them all along my desk because I really don't know what I'm going to use on each section of the transfer, okay? Marvelous reminds me of Ballerina Pink. Then we have our new Cherry, which is brand new. Hey, friends, hit the heart button when you hop on. Do me a favor and sprinkle out the video. Pretty please. And then comment the word gingerbread, all one word. And y'all, you're not going to need anything else with this. Like, we're going to stick this in the base. You don't need a hanger. You don't need anything. It's going to go right here. Cross our fingers that it works. Okay? First and foremost, we are going to start by... So, let me explain this. Okay? So, this little surface set that you get fits this transfer exactly. Okay? So notice how this fits right here, okay? Perfect shape. This little banner fits right up here, okay? And then you've got your little gingerbread friend here that fits right there, okay? Just keep that in mind. Because really what I'm going to do is, yes, while I'm going to use all of the transfer, I think we're going to get creative, maybe, and use some glue dots, y'all, because I can redo this surface if I wanted to. All right, so there's nothing to cut, so I'm just going to start over here, and I'm going to peel this off, and I'm going to flip it this way, all right? Then what I'm going to do is lay this down on my fuzzing cloth as I remove this backer sheet, okay? So I am going to fuzz it. So what I'm doing is I'm applying lint to the back of this transfer so that it is not super duper sticky, because I don't want it to stick like so well on my little white surface over here. So I'm just very carefully kind of maneuvering the transfer all over this fuzzing cloth, adding some lint to the back, and then you lift it up and you do another section, okay? But these are reusable. They are sticky. They will stick very well, y'all. Howdy, y'all. Hi, Judy. Hello, hello. And what is not pulling up? Hi, Sandy. Hi, Bonnie. Hey, hey, y'all. So you should receive a message. Hi, Carol. In your messenger. If you've never messaged with the page before, just check your message requests. But once you type in gingerbread, that is where that message is going to go. And you're going to click on shop products and then chalk products. They're buttons. Okay. All right, let's see. What shall we do first? Ooh, I know what we're going to do first. We're going to test something before I get ahead of myself. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, it fits in this base. Check it out. Super cool. Super, super cool. All right, so I'm going to slide this over here, and we are going to lay this down right on top of our white chalkable shape surface. Okay? Just like so. Now, in most cases, anytime that you use one of our little board and base surfaces, I always tell you to notice that there is a little bitty notch. Okay, and that when you place your transfer on your board, you don't put your transfer down where it would hit that notch area. However, let me show you. With this surface, because this fits perfectly, we really don't have that option to lift the transfer higher up on our surface because we are at the tippy top. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out, that if we, decided to use this, we would need to, like, some of that may be hidden, which it's fine, it's fine.
Which we also determine is the exact width of the tape.
I'm sorry?
The exact depth of this is the tape, remember?
Yes, the placement tape that Zach is referring to that I don't have available.
It's in here.
So we also offer placement tape, but what Zach is saying is that this notch is the width of the tape. Thanks, Zach.
You're welcome.
All right, here we go. I'm going to grab my big bag of squeegees because I may need to stir my paste. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to grab some of my other tools. I have my detail tool, my multi-tool. Y'all, we just have all the squeegees in the world. Okay, so we have a family of squeegees. Let me show you. Right here. We have small, mini, multi-tool, detail tool. So notice they're all different sizes, okay? So I'm going to ignore the banner and I'm going to ignore the gingerbread for now. And I think we're just going to work top to bottom. Maybe. Yes. All right. So there's a teeny tiny little line on the outside of this. Y'all see that? And then there's that braided whatever look. I don't know what you want to call it, okay? So I'm going to, I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to start with my multi-tool here. And we're just going to go in and do some forest paste on the greenery. On the, no, these look like branches. I don't know what these are. So yes, I said we're going to work top to bottom, but I got to start here in order to picture and envision what I'm doing, because I really don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but as far as colors. So there's that. So the multi-tool allows you to kind of maneuver in between little tiny spaces of the silk screen so that you don't get it everywhere, okay? All right, so here we are, very unprepared with our paper towels. Let me grab this, and I'm going to, let's see, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna lift this up right here, releasing the paste from the screen, and I'm going to gently lay it back down. And while I do that, I'm going to kind of push down so that I don't have any air bubbles around the other area that I lifted up. So I may be a little quiet. It's because I'm concentrating so that I don't go over into somebody else's space on this transfer. And if you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. And I'm sure my happy little friends will be glad to help you. They like to feed wild turkeys. Candy cane braid. Thanks, Desi Rose. Yay, Brownie, you got your anniversary. Squeegee. So, anybody else feeding some wild animals today? Let me hear it. I just couldn't believe it last night when everyone's feeding turkeys. Like in their yard. Holy cow. All right, so there's that. So I'm going to peel this up, release it from the screen, and then gently lay it back down. Okay. I fed my family. Ooh. Okay, so green. Okay, guys, we're just going to I said top to bottom, but just go with me, okay? Don't judge, because I'm changing my mind. I can't picture this yet until I do certain things. Okay? All right, let's go in with the cherry, which is our brand new color that we just released. It is like a deeper red. Perfect, y'all, for the holidays and for fall. And all the things happening right now, even though it's 105 degrees outside. It is beyond the feeling of fall. But it's, you know, autumn, or August is right around the corner. All right, so I did the little holly berries. So we're going to push that back down. And then come over here and do the exact same thing. And do the little berries. Anybody else have really hot weather? Like unbearable? Like all I want to do is jump in the pool anytime I look out the window. Look what I did, y'all. I just stuck my arm in that paste. Good gravy. Hi, Deb. You feed white-tailed deer twice daily in our yard. Holy cow. Yes. Okay, somebody asked about the releasing. I think I saw the answer, though. You release the paste from the screen so that it does not dry up in the screen. And then you have a clogged screen and your paste does not end up on your surface. It ends up inside that screen. Okay, I sure hope we have more wipes. 115 in Phoenix. You've got to be kidding me. All right. Oh, there's dots down here. So let me just do this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Then wipe that off. Now I'm going to release the paste here so that it doesn't sit inside the screen. Push around that area. Do the exact same thing here. Paste along or push down along that area. Okay. I missed a little dot. Okay, here we go. Yes, I've heard about the Canadian air quality is terrible. Like, are some of y'all not even allowed to go outside? That's what I've heard. All right, here we go, y'all. Next, don't know. What if we do gingerbread? Okay, it's coming to me. It's coming to me. What if we do gingerbread in Marvelous? Not the gingerbread, but the word. So, like I said, all of these colors are in a 6-count palette pack, as we call them. And way smaller amounts, y'all. It's not a full 3-ounce jar. It'd be perfect for this kit. So check it out by typing in the word gingerbread. I will send you a message with the supply list. And it has everything you need. Except for paper towels, wipes. It's got the squeegees. It's got the fuzzing cloth. It's got it all, y'all. All right, let's just take this all the way across. Grab some more and finish our D. Just like so. Okay. All right, now I'm going to lift it from the bottom up and release that paste from the screen. Check it out, y'all. Look at that. Gingerbread is the key word. It is, Deb. Your air's bad too. Yeah, well, y'all be careful, man. It's not fun. It's not safe. Okay, so I did get a little bit on this section of the transfer because I got Show Happy where I showed you guys. It's fine, just wipe it off with your hands. Okay, Baking Co. So we still have Camel, which I'm going to close up because we're going to do the gingerbread in that. And we still have Shimmer Harvest and Eucalyptus. All right, so let's go in with the Eucalyptus to do the Baking Co. And y'all, you could do this any color. Like, I really honestly thought about making this all black. But I was like, no, I need to add some color to show y'all the possibilities. All right, pick that up. Let's pick it up again. Release it. Lay it back down. What's awesome about this surface, y'all, is that if you mess up, all you got to do, my friends, is wipe it off. That is it. Okay, so we've got that. Now, let's go in and do I'm struggling. Let's do these little scroll lines down here in cherry. With our multi-tool, this reminds me of holding a pen, y'all, this tool right here. So add it to the list of things to get because you're gonna love it. All right, let's see what happens. When I lift this up now, I went a little crazy there. So I'm gonna clean that up and lift this, drop it back down, and we're gonna do fresh and we're gonna do daily. And then we'll figure out what to do on the edges. Okay, ready? So now let me show you this. This is Shimmer Harvest, and this one is very old. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is spray a little bit of distilled water in here. You can use purified water as well, but I'm going to bring this back to light so that it is a sour cream yogurt-like consistency, and it's already coming back to life because it's a lot easier to stir. So now you know how to bring your paste back to life. Okay, add some of distilled or purified water. All right, so I'm gonna go in and get the Harvest, and we are going to put that down here. And grab a little bit more and do the same thing over here for fresh. I have way too much. And just take your excess off and put it back into the jar. Don't waste it, y'all. 2 of y'all said the swirly lines in Harvest. I did not see that. Okay, so I'm gonna lift, release, release. Okay, so now we only have this edge here. So maybe the swirlies up here in Harvest. Okay, so I did get some of the wrong color in here. However, it'll be fine. All right, so now I'm gonna take a mini squeegee and just take the Harvest all along these little squiggly lines. Just like so. And then y'all, we got to figure out what to do for the very edge, like the edges of this. I don't know if I should do cherry, forest, so just be careful that you don't get in like to the gingerbread area, because we're going to use the shape for that, which it'll wipe off if you accidentally did that. Okay, put all of your excess back in the jar. Now we're going to lift from the top. Ooh, that's so pretty. And now we're going to lay it back down, mostly focusing on just the edges, because I don't need to worry about the banner or the gingerbread. Okay. Black for edging. I do like the black. I had it out earlier, Marcia. Okay, so we're going to do this in sections. So I'm going to do the very outside edge in black. The proper name for this is black velvet. Okay. Oh, we have 3 little beads there. 3 little dots, not beads. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna grab the multi-tool. What if we did it in, forest. So I'm going to do a chunk of it in both colors, and then I'm going to stop and peel it up. And then I'll continue. So like this one right here, I need to add a little bit of cherry to the holly berries that I did not see. So we'll do the same thing in the other corner. Okay, this is very detailed, y'all. I don't know that I've gotten this detailed on a project before. All right, so then we're gonna lift it. Ooh, so fancy. All right, where's my block? And we're gonna keep going. Like so. And concentrate. Shh. Be quiet, y'all. Okay, so then we're gonna switch over here to forest and get this outer edge. Hopefully, this will turn out cute. And y'all will like it. All right, switch. This is not my cup of tea. Much faster. Okay, we're moving along now, y'all. Switch squeegees. So I am working away from the black so that I don't mix the two colors. And then as soon as we're done with this side, we can lift it off. I have two little berries there. So let me clean this like so and do the little berries. Y'all, I'm so proud of myself. This is very detailed. Surprised I'm not stressed out. Just like so. All right, I'm gonna go all the way across. If you need to pick up extra paste, just go back over what you already did and grab the excess. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna see what happens if I use the mini squeegee. I might regret this, y'all. Nope, no regrets. And I think part of it's because it has a wider base. So let's peel this up. Y'all, this is looking so cute. Lay that back down, and I'm gonna go over here and round out this black. Let me scoot over here to the side. Whee! Okay, we're turning the corner. Chalking with my left hand. That could be dangerous, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there, switch gears, and take the forest in. And then I have my 3 berries here. Much faster. Wouldn't you agree with the mini squeegee? I do. All right, let's grab our multi-tool. If y'all would have seen what just happened. The paper towels went flying across the room. All right, done. Which side? This side? Did I forget that side? Okay. Do we have berries up here? All right, berries, you're just going to be done because I ain't got time to come back to you. All right, here we go. Coming to the home stretch. And then we're going to do our gingerbread and our banner. And hopefully y'all love this as much as I do. All right, ready? Go. Dun, dun, dun. It's not a race, even though I want it to be a race. Dun, dun, dun. We made it. We made it. Okay. Woo-wee, y'all. This is so cute. Check it out so far. What? Oh my goodness. Yes. Y'all love it? Hi, LaVon. You are, girl. Yes, absolutely, Sandy. You can use the back for something else. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to unstick my transfer, and I am going to just leave it as is for right now, and I am going to lay down the gingerbread and the banner, and we're just going to try and do these all at once. So I'm going to first line up my gingerbread. I'll probably look real funny doing this, but there. Do not move. Okay, so push down. Then I'm going to lift the top up here, and hopefully I can line up this banner. Just like so. Yes. All right, perfect. All right, what did we say? Camel for the gingerbread. So I'm going to grab another mini squeegee somewhere. Right here. We're going to just do this entire gingerbread in camel. Now, y'all, this transfer is 12 by 18. If you need to, take it to the sink when you're done using it and clean it off that way. There's a lot of dried paste in here, so I may need to let the faucet run on it for a little bit to clean it. So just keep that in mind. I do like to clean as I go. I just find it easier. Okay, what did we say? We said the banner in Marvelous, right? I'm pretty sure we did. If we didn't, oh well. We did now. So I'm just going to take this and do the exact same thing, y'all. This pasting is so easy. It's just dragging that paste over the screen. And this is chalk and paste form, y'all. And this surface is reusable. So if you mess up or don't like the way it comes out, just wipe it off. All right, done and done. So I'm pretty sure I have chalk all over this elbow of mine. All right, so check it out. This is what we call a very, very loved, with lots of color, transfer. So what I was going to show you really quickly, if you didn't want to take it to the wherever, the faucet, the bathtub, the shower, whatever, you could just spray it here There's a lot of color on this, y'all. Okay, you could just let the water sit for a second, not too long, and then just take some wipes and let's do this. And just wipe off majority of that paste, just like so. Okay, the rest you're gonna use and take off with your board eraser, but make it easier on yourself. Just take it to the sink. You could do this very easily where you maybe have more room. You know, some of you may craft on your, I don't know, living room floor. Perfectly fine, as long as you go find a space to sit your butt down and have time for you. So maybe this is not an option and you have to take it to the sink. Just do it. I like to do this here with y'all just to show you how this all works step by step. Okay, so I've done that. Then I'm going to spray it again. Don't ever use wipes on the sticky part of your transfer, which is what I'm about to, we'll flip here in a second to. Right now, it's sticky side down. Spray your board eraser. Thanks, Kay. And then I'll show you how we're going to attach our gingerbread. So right now I'm just taking off some of that dried paste that sat there on the non-sticky part of my transfer before we flip it over. So see, this board eraser is helping remove the remaining of that paste. Okay, so now flip it over to where it's sticky side up, because look, you still have paste in the screen. You want to remove that. That is the area where your color comes through on whatever board you decide to use. So like I said, don't use wipes on the sticky side. All right, only use your board eraser and see the magic happening by the paste is coming off the screen. Okay? Just like so. And then you can reuse this over and over. Y'all, this would be really cute. Ooh, I have an idea, but I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to show y'all. Not tonight, another night. Okay? So now I need my paper towels that ran away. And they are all over the floor.
I have an awesome idea for that. You can't.
Don't say it.
I already called dibs on the backside.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm not talking about the backside. I'm talking about the transfer.
The backside. I've got dibs on the backside with a whole other transfer.
Okay, babe.
Dibs.
You do that.
Y'all heard me, dibs. Hold me to it.
All right, so if you could pick up those paper towels that went flying. What we're going to do is take our backer sheet, line up the corners, line up the edges, and we're just going to make sure that it is flat, sitting on our backer sheet, okay? So now I'm going to take one last paper towel and we're just going to clean off any excess water that's on there so that we can reuse this over and over. Okay?
You're a bit of a messy crafter tonight.
Tonight I am, yes, but it's because I used 7 colors. Thank you.
Oh.
7.
Oh.
That is like, excuse me, these are wet?
Those are rookie numbers, I mean. Okay, when you're running with Zach, he's doing like 13 colors.
Yeah, that's exhausting.
But it's all a hot mess and it's beautiful.
Okay, ready? We have our little board. I'm going to take a glue dot and we're going to put this. Okay, so let me show you first. Like, I don't know what the heck happened here if he touched that, but there's a little spot right there that I want to fix. And you know how we're going to fix that? We're going to take a wipe and wipe it off. And that, my friends, is how you fix your paste mistakes on a reusable chalkboard, not a chalkboard, a reusable surface. Then I'll just dab the water. Okay? All right. Glue dots, here we go. So I'm going to just put one right here on the middle of my banner. And Kira is in here fluffing the carpet. And she has a blanket right there, but you know, heaven forbid she lay on the darn blanket. Let me put another one or two right there. That, my friends, will now make those pop off a lot easier without gluing them. Okay, and hopefully I used enough. I think so. Check it out. Look how cute that is. So it started from here to here. It says Gingerbread Baking Co. Fresh Daily. Made with love. Excuse me, you're lopsided. Oh, it's so cute. He keeps falling. I gotta fix him. So let me just put one right here on his foot and on this foot and see if he'll stay now. Y'all, that is darling. Okay, so let me see if this is gonna work. I showed you earlier. Let's see. I don't know if it will or not. It kind of sits back a little bit, but yeah. Check it out. So I flipped it around to where it's on the other side. But y'all, look at this. I stinking love this. 7 colors. 7 colors. Isn't it super cute? I love it. And y'all, like I said, you can use the back for something else. And when you don't want to use this anymore or want to change out the colors, all you have to do is spray some water on it and take your board eraser and it'll come off. So have fun, enjoy, type in the word gingerbread, go get your kit. We'll see you next time. Bye, friends.